everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'll be showing you guys how I made this SVG here. Everything is already layered and ready to go. I did it all with Procreate and just Cricut Design Space. This is an updated video of a previous video that I had, but since I'm a little bit more familiar with Procreate now, I feel like I can help you guys a little bit more. This image has already been layered, and I do have videos on how to do that if you guys want to see something more in depth, but this video will be mainly about just creating the outline with Procreate. So let's get started. So Procreate, this is what it looks like. This is some art that I've done. It works with iPad. It's not free, but it is only a one-time payment of $10. For me, $10 was really worth it because I'm able to make any sticker or stencil that I want. And I've been working on a cup for my cousin for about 3 months now. She must hate me now because I am taking forever. But I'll be showing you guys how I made this here and this one. And the reason I drew these out is because it was actually kind of hard to look for something on Google. I ended up finding this picture right here, and since I am going to be adding glitter to the bow and stuff, I wanted like a big bow, you know? So that's the picture I'm going to be working with. And then also this one, to be on top of the logo, so the logo will be down here, and then, you know, she looks all cute like that. And as you can see, it's also not the clearest, so it wasn't an image that I could clean up. And so once you're ready and you know what you want to make, you know, you have gone through Safari and looked for all the images that you wanted, you just save them to your computer. Now we can go into Procreate. So we're going to open Procreate, and right here it just says a plus. So we're just going to open a new canvas. I always just use screen size, so just click right there. And this is what we get. Now we go into this little wrench right here. It looks like a tool. And we're going to hit the add button. Once you hit the add button, it asks you, is it a file, a photo? Do you want to take a photo or do you want to add text? I want to insert a photo. So that's where I click. And sorry, this is actually my boyfriend's iPad. So he plays a lot of TFT or whatever that is. But these are the images that I want to use. And so I just clicked on it and it added it. What I like to do is make it as big as possible. So since this is standing tall right here, putting the orientation sideways is going to give me a bigger image. So I'm just going to hit right here to rotate. And it rotated. Now I'm moving it and we're just going to make it bigger. And you want your image to be really big. Just take up the whole space. Just because drawing all the little details and stuff, it's going to make it a lot easier. So once you're happy with that, we're just going to go here where it has 2 boxes. And I'm going to hit the plus to add a second layer. Now, it didn't really look like it did anything, but it did. So now, before I would change my color to a different color just so I could see it. But I learned that if you click on the layer and you click on the little N, right here it says opacity. So you just make it a little bit lower and you can see it starts to fade. So then that way it makes it a lot easier to just trace around. Right now the opacity is at 32% and that is good enough for me to see everything, so I'm going to leave it like that. Next, make sure that you're not in the layer where the image is. You want to go to the second layer. So click on the second layer. Now I'm here. And now we're going to choose our brush right here on the side. And I always use monoline. There is many different brushes you could use, but I just feel that when I'm making the stencils, I need a good solid line, and this has been the best one for me so far. For the monoline, if you click on it, right here it says stabilization, and you can see my streamline is all the way to the max. That is because I'm not the best artist. My hand is very shaky, but that one kind of gives you like an extra help. So right now it's to the max, and you can see when I draw, the lines are very like curvy and straight. And like not jiggly at all, right? But if you were to turn this off, you could start to see all like the wonkiness of it. Like it's not as smooth anymore. So I always just keep this all the way to the max, just so I could pretend like I'm a good drawer. Just click done. And right here, these tools, this one is to see how thick you want your line. So right now it's all the way to the bottom, and I always leave it like that. And this is how thick the line is. The higher you go, you can see that little dot. It starts to get bigger. It's just telling you how big your line's going to be. So all the way to the top, that's how thick the line is. Next right here, this is the opacity of it. So lower opacity means you're going to see it less. Higher is that you're going to see it more. So I always just keep my size all the way to the bottom and then the opacity all the way to the top, just because I want the thinnest, most solid line that I can get. But right now, I don't want those lines. Let's just back out and they're gone. And just use 2 fingers and like you can move this all around, make it bigger, smaller, whatever is gonna help you. I like to just start like, you know, top to bottom. We're just gonna basically begin tracing. And I forgot to tell you guys about a cool little trick. So if you draw something like this, you can see it's an outline and you want to fill in the inside, you can just, you know, fill it in like normal, like that. Or right here where you have the circle of the color, just hold it, drag it, and then let go inside. So that way you do like a full fill. Another trick is that when you're drawing circles and like you're not the cleanest, just hold your pen there and it will fix it for you. So now you have a perfect circle. Also, when drawing straight lines, if you want to draw a straight line and you're not the best at it, again, hold it. And look at that, perfect straight line. Okay, and if you get things like this, when you're making a stencil, you have to be very careful and make sure that your lines are closing up. Because if I was to leave this like that, when I go into layer, it's not going to work. So just, you know, close all those lines. And if you make some imperfections here and there is the erase button right here. And so you just erase. Once you're done doing a sanity check, just make sure all the lines are connecting and you have stenciled everything out. Here, if you select this, you'll be removing the picture behind it. So then you can see your whole outline like that. Now I'm going to go into that tool again. Here where it says share, I'm going to save it as a JPEG. And right here, I'm going to press Save Image. Okay, now I exit out of Procreate, and here I am in my pictures, and this is the picture we just saved. Now we have to go into Cricut Design Space. Once you're here, we're just going to go into Upload. And select from Photo Library. Here is the most recent picture we saved. Okay, we're just going to select here. And now it's saying tap areas where you want to remove. That's when you just tap on the background. And so then every time you tap on the background, you're removing that piece. We only want to keep that outline we made, so we have to click on every white spot there is. So see right here, I removed it and now we just have the line. That's why I say that it's very important that all the lines connect, so then when you click on it, it doesn't just delete everything. If you need to zoom in, just 2 fingers and zoom in. Make sure you get like all these little spots in the eyes. Once you have deleted all the backgrounds and you only have that outline, we can hit apply. And then right here, now we have the actual image. And so we're just going to name it and then save it as a cut image. And then hit done. Now here right away you can see my image came up. Sometimes I get this line, I'm not really sure why. But what I'm going to do is just go into contour. And then you can see the line there. So I just clicked it and then you can see it's gone now. And so there you go, this is how I make the stencils. So once you're here, all you have to do is just layer your image and then you are good to go. I have other videos on how to layer them. Go check them out if you need a little bit more help, but I'm just going to layer this really quick. Okay, and now we have everything layered, and as you can see, we have layered everything by color. So we have the white, the pink, the other pink, and the blue for the eyes. And this is how we make our SVGs. Here I'm just giving you a sneak peek of what I'm trying to do. I already made the outline for this one, and I just showed you guys how I made this. This is going to be my Starbucks cup. There's going to be a cat on the top and one on the side. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. As you can see, it was really easy to just trace out your little stencil and then layer it. This is a great way to save money just by making your own SVGs. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'll do my best to help. If you guys liked this video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And please also head over to my Instagram and my TikTok for a lot more pictures and videos of my work. And thank you so much for watching.